Hi everyone, my name is Alexei and I am speaking to you from Peru, this absolutely gorgeous, really jungle resort that we've been with our cohort for the first set of journeys in 2021 after the pandemic. I think we had a very special cohort, people who really wanted to come and journey and were ready to come here, overcoming a few obstacles, that are present right now with the COVID situation. So I'm going to try to tell briefly about my feelings and experiences with Lotus Vine Retreat. Maybe the first and most important thing to share, there's very much a feeling of family at Lotus Vine Retreat. Literally, the gentleman holding the camera right now, Andres, is the brother of Janeth, who is one of the facilitators, and her husband Hugo also is the other facilitator, Spring, of course, who is the maestra working with Maestro Pepe, also is like a member of their family. This is a beautiful thing because it ripples out and gives a sense of family to other retreat members. We became very close very quickly, and a lot of the healing came from a great sense of belonging that was shared with the leaders of the retreat, with the staff here at Pumarinri, and with our fellow participants, who are a very, very interesting group of people with great knowledge and great heart. So a vast amount of the healing comes from this familial vibe that is here. Of course, the very special thing with Lotus Vine is the bringing together of the teachings of the Buddha Dharma, and the Shipibo tradition. Maestro Pepe, who was our shaman, and his assistant, apprentice, magical music man, Fito, are people of great knowledge. I'm a psychotherapist by trade in the United States. And while psychotherapy is a very important and good part of health, there are deep levels of trauma that we do not yet have the tools to reach in the Western medical model, that in an unbroken ancient lineage stretching back to time immemorial, carried by the Shipibo and the Yawanawa tribe, which is a tradition that Fito holds. Tools exist within these traditions that can go to pre-verbal trauma and trauma that is completely outside of the conscious mind, which is very difficult to reach through traditional psychotherapy or psychopharmacology, certainly. So for me, I've been a practitioner of the Dharma for about 20 years. I've been very fascinated by the power of these tools, which have been tested, of course, in our best medical schools, such as Johns Hopkins, NYU, the Imperial College of London. I was very, very interested in coming here, experiencing for myself the healing that these tools can offer, learning from these ancient traditions. And I was blown away. I was blown away by the power of these medicines and these ceremonies, these traditions, combined with the teachings of the Buddha, these remarkable maps for working with the mind developed by the Buddha, which Spring is a lineage holder of. I was really, really amazed by my own healing, which probably most powerfully came in the ancestral form. I am from the former USSR, from Russia. There's a lot of intergenerational trauma. The 20th century was a very violent century in those lands. So being able to process that trauma that my family has held intergenerationally, not just on the cognitive level, not just by knowing the history or telling the stories, but on a visceral, emotional level, being able to experience what my great-grandmother experienced, my grandmother experienced, and other members, my grandfather, other members of my family experienced. Being able to experience this with my body, with my heart, with my sinews was profound. It brought some of this trauma into the realm of consciousness for me, healing it, releasing it, and allowing me to continue working with it now that it is in the light of consciousness. So that was absolutely amazing. Certainly interpersonal difficulties, we all have them on the path of life. I was able to shine a light upon, or have a light shining upon them, help me understand them, heal, grow. And just seeing how these two paths are brought together and the remarkable possibilities for the future of humanity, of bringing these two paths together. We are at a time of crisis, as we all feel and know. And growing, becoming stronger, releasing old pain, gaining access to strength and courage are extraordinarily important for all of us today. These sacred medicines, these sacred teachings and ceremonies give us access to that like nothing I've witnessed before. And again, I guess to conclude, I will return to the people. In addition to doing my own healing work, hearing the stories of others in integration circles was deeply healing, because we're all going through much of the same pain, although the members of our cohort were from different countries, different states, different backgrounds, different heritage and culture. So it was amazing hearing everybody's stories, sharing my own, and in this constant process of sharing, whether it was in the pool or at the breakfast, lunch, or dinner table with the wonderful food, that was very, very impactful, very healing for all of us. Last, perhaps I'll mention that the staff here at Puma Rinri was very kind. Very, very kind. One staff member in particular, a man named Rolly, give him a shout out, was extremely wonderful presence during our ceremonies. We felt very protected, cared for, and they showed us great hospitality, which is also a very integral part of this healing process. So the staff here, the staff of Lotus Vine, the people that are drawn to these retreats, and the two extraordinarily powerful traditions that are brought together as two streams forming one river here, combined, are powerful medicine and a powerful road of healing and towards flourishing and strength. So if those things are of interest to you, consider coming and becoming a part of this healing work that we are doing together. Bye-bye.